In the summer of 1683, Vienna stood on the edge of collapse. One of the largest armies of the early modern world surrounded the city, and its fall seemed only a matter of time. For nearly 2 months, the Ottoman Empire had laid siege to the Habsburg capital, bringing tens of thousands of soldiers, artillery and engineers to the gates of Central Europe. If Vienna fell, the road through the Danube Valley and into the German states would lie open. The siege was not simply a local conflict, but the continuation of a centuries-long struggle between the expanding Ottoman Empire and the European powers resisting it. The campaign was led by Grand Vizier Kara Mustafa Pasha, the most powerful figure in the Ottoman government after the Sultan. Determined to secure a decisive victory against the Habsburgs, he assembled a massive army. Historians estimate that the Ottoman force numbered between 100,000 and 150,000 troops, including elite Janissary infantry, cavalry, artillery, and auxiliary units drawn from across the empire. In July 1683, the army reached Vienna and the siege began. Inside the city, the defenders were vastly outnumbered. Vienna's garrison consisted of about 11,000 soldiers and roughly 5,000 armed citizens under the command of Count Ernst Rüdiger von Starhemberg. The Ottomans quickly began mining operations, digging tunnels beneath the walls and filling them with explosives in an attempt to collapse the defences. The defenders responded by digging counter-tunnels, intercepting the Ottoman miners underground. Weeks of bombardment and constant attacks slowly weakened the city. Food supplies dwindled, buildings were destroyed, and casualties mounted. By early September, several sections of the walls were dangerously damaged, and without outside help, Vienna would likely fall. That help came from a coalition army formed to break the siege. The most important leader in this force was King John III Sobieski of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, one of Europe's most experienced commanders. Polish troops joined forces from the Holy Roman Empire, including soldiers from Bavaria, Saxony, and several German states. Together they formed an army of roughly 70,000 to 80,000 men. The Allied army approached Vienna through the wooded hills northwest of the city. On September 11th, they reached the heights overlooking the Ottoman camp. From there they could see the vast Ottoman army spread across the plains below and the battered city beyond. The following morning, September 12th, the Allied forces advanced down the hills and the decisive battle began. Fighting continued for hours as Austrian and German infantry engaged Ottoman forces across fields and villages. Meanwhile, Sobieski positioned his Polish troops on the right flank. Late in the afternoon, he ordered the attack that would decide the battle. Around 18,000 cavalry, including the famous Polish Winged Hussars, formed on the slopes and charged downhill toward the Ottoman lines. It became one of the largest cavalry charges in recorded history. The momentum of thousands of armoured riders overwhelmed the Ottoman defences. The Allied cavalry broke through the lines and smashed directly into the Ottoman camp. Panic spread quickly, and the Ottoman army began to collapse. Grand Vizier Kara Mustafa Pasha attempted to rally his forces, but the retreat turned chaotic. Within hours, the siege was over. The victory at Vienna marked a turning point in European history. For centuries, the Ottoman Empire had expanded westward into Europe. After 1683, that momentum began to reverse. In the years that followed, Habsburg and Allied armies pushed Ottoman forces out of Hungary and deeper into the Balkans. The conflict eventually led to the Treaty of Karlowitz in 1699, which forced the Ottomans to surrender large territories in Central Europe. The Battle of Vienna did not end the long rivalry between the Ottoman Empire and European powers, but it changed its direction. Instead of advancing further into Europe, the Ottomans would gradually lose ground. Vienna had survived, and the balance of power in the region had shifted in a way that would shape European history for generations. If you like this lecture, please like and subscribe. This very helps our channel. See you next lecture.